Alrighty, so I just wanted to kind of make this video just kind of to just like express some of the things that I'm thankful for and kind of some of the things that I'm excited for 2015 to look like and some of my goals. Just kind of give you guys an update of kind of like where I'm at and from like a mind, from a head standpoint, like where's like my mental status at, where I'm at a spiritual level, as well as kind of like just like in general life. The first thing is like I'm so thankful that God has kind of held me. There is something creaking in this car and I don't know what it is. It's so weird. Huh. Oh well, we'll figure it out. No, but that is honestly bothering me. What is that? And now it goes away. Alright, that works. Oh, it's this tin. Look, there's a tin down there. Forward. Look, there's a tin. And there's this little rose thing that Sierra made me from a long time ago. Yep, gotta keep that in the car. This tin is what was making this noise. Get some breath mints. Freshen up the breath. Yeah. Nice fresh breath. But kind of like what I was talking about from like a more serious standpoint, just some of the things that I'm really, really thankful for. I'm just kind of this time in Texas has honestly been, it's been more of a spiritual growth thing for me than anything else. Like yeah, like my career has obviously went to a next level with me being able to go back to tech, being able to go back to Colorado and being in this new role and making significantly more money and whatnot. But the more important thing is that God's done a lot of hard work on me while I've been here. I feel that I've grown so much in my faith, grown substantially as a person, and definitely become more mature and learned how to handle different tough situations and kind of like just to like let things go. That's one of the things that I'm so grateful for, is that throughout this entire situation, which has been like the first 6 months were awesome, but like the second 6 months, like it was complete and utter chaos and pain and headaches and stress, and a lot of that had to stem from essentially me getting like a new sales manager and me not 100% agree with how things were run at the plant. And so with that, I'm just so thankful that kind of God kept me, and whenever I got overwhelmed, just kind of like wanted to quit, just kind of just hop in my car and just drive back and just drive somewhere, God always allowed me to do something. He put something in my life to where like I would bend but I wouldn't break. So like a key example of that is just one day stuff was just going completely wrong at the plant, like couldn't get orders out. Customers were jumping up and down yelling. It was just a stressful time, and I was just so overwhelmed because I felt that I was essentially the only one who actually was in it, who was actually passionate about it, who was willing to do what it took to get the orders done. And I was just completely overwhelmed. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. It's like I'm burnt out. Like right when I got to that level, it's crazy that a customer wanted me and some of the production team members, as well as the quality assurance members, to come down and see their process and see why our quality was messing them up so badly. So it was on a Friday, and so pretty much like I was able to completely take a step back away from the plant and be able to road trip down to Houston, and which is like a 3 or 4 hour, no, it's probably longer than that, it's probably like a 5-hour drive, to road trip down to Houston, which I love road trips, if you didn't know, love them, and that just provided me just like a lot of time to just think about where I'm at, and just praise God for kind of taking me out of that environment of being like completely overwhelmed and not being able to kind of be in a good mind place. So that's one thing that I'm so thankful for. It's just like God kind of keeping me and God kind of keeping me, and that was a big bump. Him keeping me and like letting me bend but not letting me break. that's one of the key things that I've taken away from my time here in Texas is that no matter what I go through, no matter what I face, like, God's always got my back. It's just been such an amazing experience of seeing, like, right when I was ready to quit, right when I was, like, at the end of my ropes, he comes and steps in and is just like, all right, like, you've trusted me, you're giving this all to me, boom, here's everything that you wanted. You want to be a sales manager? Boom, you got it. You want to make more money? Boom, you got it. You want to move back to Colorado? Boom, you got it. So you want to be out of debt? Boom, you got it. So it's crazy that as soon as I started to let go of everything and kind of just give it to God, oh shoot, I'm in a different lane, and give it to God, that's when things start turning around. So like when I had my hands on it, when I had my, when I was doing things my way, like I wasn't getting anywhere. But like as soon as like I let God step into it, it's just like, all right, kid, here you go. Here's everything that you wanted. Here's everything that you wanted and more. I always tell Jeremy, it's crazy. I always tell Jeremy that like with my plans, like whatever I plan out, what is this in the middle of the road? There was an animal in the middle of the road. Oh, if you didn't know, I'm driving to church right now. I always tell Jeremy that like my plans, like whatever I set up and like whatever I say I want to do, they never end up working that way. They always end up turning out better. So like from a career aspect, I wanted to work, like I thought that I was going to end up working for Dow Corning in Michigan and working for their commercial development plan, which is essentially like a rotational leadership plan to kind of get us familiar with the sales and service side of what Dow Corning does. God said no, like, and that was like heartbreaking to me. Like I was like, what? Like, what am I gonna do? And then he comes in and just gives me the internship, and that was stinking awesome. Like that was my paradigm shift moment right there. It showed me that like there is, not that there's bad people in Michigan, but like just the people, like there's different types of people out there. There's people who are concerned about themselves, and there's people who genuinely care about others. And the majority of the people in Colorado, I would say, just like are those good down-home folk who just like they make you want to be better. Like for instance, like before I moved to Colorado, I used to lock up everything super tight, like lock the car, lock the house. Now I've gotten to the point where it's just like I trust people more. Like I want to believe in the goodness of people to where they, like I don't lock anything now because I want to trust people. So like for instance, like my car is always unlocked, my house is always unlocked, and that comes from me living in Colorado and just putting trust and faith into people. I was talking to Haley and she was saying like, yeah, like we never locked our house, like we still don't. So like one of the really cool things is okay, 1 second, gotta make a turn. So like one of the really cool things about that is it's just putting faith and trust in people. Like for the most part, people are good, and so just kind of like putting that faith in them that yeah, just because you have a nice car doesn't mean they're gonna break in and steal it, and yeah, because you have a nice house doesn't mean people are gonna break in and take all your stuff. So just kind of putting that faith in people is kind of like what Colorado instilled in me. So yeah, but now I'm making another video kind of talking about what like I see 2015 looking like and whatnot. But yep, howdy.